Phenylketonuria, or PKU, is an inherited disorder that, left untreated, changes cells inside the brain and leads to mental retardation. This dramatic change in behavior can be traced to a tiny mutation in a single gene. People with PKU cannot properly digest protein. If they were to eat a normal diet, the undigested protein would build up in the brain and poison their neurons. This is a healthy neuron. This is the effect of phenylalanine on the same neuron. If a person with PKU followed a normal diet, their brain would be exposed to high levels of phenylalanine.
As much as I said I was really angry about the research that was done on me when I was a kid, now for the most part I would take into consideration what the research was, but to some extent eagerly volunteer. Long before I'm doing what I was doing several years when they had the follow-up to the collaborative study, received a call from the psychologist that used to do all the tests on me when I was a kid. And he drove up from Baltimore to my apartment in Boston and did an IQ test on me in my apartment. And they had the NIH Consensus Conference in the States. And I took vacation and drove down and went to that because I was like, if they're going to be talking about me, all of us in quotes, I'll be damned if I'm not going to be there and I'm not going to hear what's going to be said and say something if I disagree with things.
I must be honest, I sometimes wonder as well how I'm going to be when I'm 60.
Yeah, it's big.
And so, yeah, I'd be interested in doing some research and getting to know, well, maybe we have to take care now about something we should have, but we don't know. So.
In my experience, there has been kind of markers taken, brain scans and bone density scans, and it's done on an annual basis, but there is no consideration for the progression and so even the research that is being done in terms of looking at adults' experiences and where they're at physically, that 23 would say, it's done for the moment, and it's very much about now at 33, this is where you are. Yeah.
The diet is so limiting, it's difficult to not be hungry or to not go over the amount of protein that you're allowed for the day. It's difficult to have energy sometimes. It's difficult to have that drink. It's difficult to take those tablets. But it gives me a fair chance at life, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to experience life.